So today I'm going to show you how to find the ready-to-use lessons or activities that have been created either by Casio Official or other users that are using ClassPad.net. So when you get to the site, ClassPad.net, you do not have to log in. You do not even have to have an account in order to access these activities. You can just start using them right away with your students as long as you have a web browser. So you'll notice up here at the top of the page, once you go to ClassPad.net, is some options, features, plans, training, video tutorials, and then there's activities. So if you click this link, you'll see that we have activities, and you can kind of scroll down, and we've kind of categorized them by the stickies within ClassPad. So there's activities related specifically to calculations, graphing, geometry, data, and then within each category, you'll see they are categorized by content. So let's say I'm an algebra teacher and I'm looking for some calculation activities. I simply come here and you'll see here's the ones we currently have available. You can search by title. And another nice thing is that it's not only the title, it also has some keywords of what that activity might entail. So let's say I'm interested in doing some basic operations with factoring binomials. I might look at this activity and simply click on the activity you're interested in, and it brings up the paper, and you will then see that activity and what it entails, and you can explore, you can play, you can try things out without ever being logged in. This little note comes up because technically you're not logged in, so ClassPad.net is thinking you're just a guest, so it's kind of making sure you know what to do. But if we look at this activity, you'll see it has some directions, it has some questions, and it tells you to look at things to do. And as you scroll down, it has some things to do with the calculator, so then you can bring up the calculate sticky and kind of just play around. So you can explore this activity and decide whether you want to use it. Anything you do in here, since you're not technically in an account, is not going to be saved. But if you did like something, let's say, oh my gosh, I love this activity, I would like to save it and use it for my students, or maybe modify it a bit, then I would want to make sure I get logged into my account, because only if you have an account does it know where to save something. But you could just work on this as you wanted. And I can go back here and find some other activities. So let's go down to, say, geometry, and let's look at some geometry activities. Well, here's the area of similar figures, and it focuses on figures, proportions, circles, circumference area. So let's check that activity out. So again, it's opening the paper, allowing me to explore it. I can play with it. I can use it with my students. No one needs an account. I can just work on it as it is. And notice this particular activity has images. It has some data that they're going to collect. It has some calculations, some questions. So it's a really robust activity. I love it. I would then make sure I save it into my account. If you don't have an account, at the end of this video, there is a link to how to create your own account. So there's lots of activities that we have, and we're adding more every day, and hopefully this will help support you in your use of ClassPad.net and technology in the math classroom.